You have to understand that God is your lifesaver. What I mean about that is you take a person that's drowning and someone throws out a lifesaver, you know you have to trust them that they're going to get you through to safety.
Man, what's up, y'all? It's another week, another episode, 5 minutes of Fired Up. My name is DeAndre. We actually got our brother in the house this week. We got Brian with us. Alex is here, and Tiana, of course, the lovely Tiana, man. And, you know, this week, really excited. We got Brian's going to actually share with us on trust, what trust in God looks like. So, man, you going to give us something right now?
You know what, man? We're actually just going to go and hop into it.
Let's hop in it, man. Hey, 5 minutes of Fired Up.
When I think about trust, I think of Matthew 6:26 through 30, where God speaks about the birds and the flowers and them not being able to store up. And do we not know that we're more valuable than them? Meaning that He's going to take care of all of our needs, and we are to truly trust on Him and in Him because of who He is as God. When I think about trust, it really has to get down to us. It has to get down to, are we truly getting a chance to understand and know who God is for ourselves, to truly be able to see the manifestation of God in our lives? A lot of the times, the reason why we're not seeing God fully manifest Himself in our lives is because we're not spending quality time with God. You have to spend time with God. When I think about spending time with God, it takes me to John 1:14, where it says, God is His Word made flesh. That is extremely important. Reason being is God loved us enough to send His Son here to walk earth to endure, so that way He can show us as a godly example what it's like to live in human form and to be able to depend on Him and His Word, which means that you have to truly get a chance to know His Word to understand who God is to yourself. You have to understand that God is your lifesaver. What I mean about that is you take a person that's drowning and someone throws out a lifesaver, you know you have to trust them that they're going to get you through to safety. It's the same way with God. When I think of the flesh and I think of who we are as people, there's a lot of times we get caught up in self. But in order to truly follow after Christ and who He is, we really have to get stupid. And the reason why I say that word, when you look up the Webster's dictionary form of the word stupid, it means to be slow in thought. Now, I chuckle and I laugh at that is because to be slow in thought, you truly have to be able to be in the spirit to understand who God is, which means you have to have that childlike faith. So stupid faith is what I would call it. Now, when you think about that, you truly have to walk in obedience. True trust means that you're walking in obedience. You know that God is going to do exactly what He says He's going to do at the moment He says He's going to do it because you believe in who He is as God. The only way that you get that is by spending time in His Word and understanding that it doesn't matter what you see in the physical realm, but you understand that walking in obedience means that you're going to walk with God and allow Him to meet you in your place of expectancy. Now, when I think of that, I think of who is your owner? Who owns you? When you believe in your heart and confess with your mouth that Christ is Lord, there's more than that. It now needs to be taken into the spiritual realm, which means that you're going to spend time in His Word, you're going to marinate on the Word, and you're really going to allow God to talk to you, which means when you give God His true ownership over you, that means that you're going to change the way that you look at life on a day-to-day basis, which means that in anything and everything that you do, you're walking with Him and you're giving Him ownership, which means obedience is key. So trust is believing in God, having stupid faith, and understanding and knowing that He's going to do exactly what He says He's going to do. That's trust.
Man, y'all know how we conclude all of our videos. We got to do a round table. Brian, you're going to be last in the round table this time. Go ahead, T. What you get?
Oh man, so the lesson was really great. Having childlike faith is very important because it allows us to step out of our own way and give God the position that He deserves, which is our Abba Father.
Yeah, for real. For me, man, like, it just goes back to ownership. Like, whose side are you on, man? Yes. Like that shirt say right there, man, my God versus mine. I'd rather be on Jesus' side, man. I'm just saying, trust in God.
Yeah, for me, man, just the Word being made flesh is awesome because we literally had a living example of how we're supposed to live and just trusting in God, man, because He knows everything and He knows what's best for you.
That's awesome. For me, really putting the Word together really just got me to understand childlike faith is amazing. That's where God is able to have breakthrough in our life. And for me, it's just walking forward and knowing that God is God. That's it.
God is God. Hey, that's good. I don't know about y'all, but I'm fired up.
This is
gentleman standing in the parking lot staring in the car like a thug. I'm like, who is this little thug? You know, I'm with my mama, so I'm on edge, like, what's up, bro? Like, but I recognized who it was. I'm like, oh, boom. I'm like, okay, what's up, bro? He walks up to the car. You can imagine my mother's reaction. She was so excited. Oh my gosh, baby, how you been? I ain't seen you in so long. She like, what you been up to? This man, the first thing this man says out of his mouth is, I just got out. I did 6 months.
Powered by the Fired Up Ministry.